Hi everyone and welcome to the Hermetic Shaman. I hope that you're all doing well today. My name is Jayme for those of you that are new to my channel, and for those of you that are returning, thank you for all of your support. This is going to be a general collective message. It's intended for whomever needs it. Please take the messages that resonate with you in your particular situation and drop the ones that do not. Alrighty y'all. We're going to get into this reading. I'm just going to do my little prayer before we begin. I'm going to start doing these on camera, just because of the feedback that I received from the fire cleanse ceremony that I did, and people wanting me to start sharing my rituals and to teach, I guess. Not that I'm considering myself a teacher, but I'm a firm believer in, sharing is caring, so here we go. If you're wondering, I'm reading my own prayer card. I write everything down on index cards. Just makes it easier. I call upon my divine counsel in this sacred moment. Yahweh, eternal flame and sovereign creator. Elohim, divine architects of form and frequency. Sophia, holy mother of wisdom, womb and word. Papa Legba, opener of the gates, keeper of the crossroads. Hecate, queen of witches, guardian of shadow and flame. Yeshua, ascended master of unconditional love and truth. My beloved ancestors of the blood, spirit, and stars. The archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, and the eternal light of my Lyran soul. Stand with me now. Surround this place in truth, clarity, and protection. Let every card reveal only what serves the highest path. Let falsehood fall, let wisdom rise. May I be a clear vessel for divine messages. May my words honor both shadow and light. May no harm enter, no distortion pass through. I read as flamekeeper, priest, and sovereign starseed. I read with purpose, integrity, and divine permission. I open this reading in full trust and alignment. So it is, so it has always been, so it shall be. Alrighty, all. Let's get into this message for today. Universe. What's going on with the collective? The door of awakening and the door of miracles. Literally jumped out. I was trying to split the deck. You guys might be going through like a Kundalini or another Kundalini experience for some of you. Maybe some of y'all are wondering, like, how high can we go? How much higher can we keep going? Trust me, you can keep rising higher. It's all about enlightenment, transformation, self-awareness, and spiritual growth. But this is also leading you towards miracles. Something here about breaking yourself free from old systems, old beliefs, shifting your perspective, seeing things differently. Something here about layers. It's like you're ripping away or peeling away at all of the layers. This is leading you towards some kind of miracles at this time, some kind of blessing. It says wonder, phenomenon, marvel, blessing, extraordinary, divine. Something extraordinary is getting ready to take place, and this is all because you have been able to shift your perspective. You were able to rise above something recently, or maybe you don't even realize what you just did, is what I'm really feeling. Because I feel like you guys are, I'm not saying you're wandering, but it almost feels like you're in uncharted territory at this time. Or maybe it feels uncharted or unfamiliar to you because this is kind of like an energy that you haven't experienced before. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. I mean, because sometimes we have to question, why do we keep entertaining the same energies, right? And then sometimes we're like, we want something new. And then when that new energy shows up, we feel uncomfortable. But something here, I think you successfully overcame some recent test that I don't even think that you are aware of it is really what this feels like, and it's leading you towards some kind of blessing and miracle. And this all had to do with some kind of shift, some kind of layer that you peeled back. I'm seeing like an onion. You know how onion have all of these layers? It's like you peeled back the layers of something. And something clicked, you know, kind of like a Kundalini experience, right? When you have that spiritual awakening, you're just like, it's that shift. It's that feeling of never being able to go back to how things were. And I feel like you recently overcame something that you would have handled differently in the past. And I don't even think this is even clicked or registered for you. But either way, it's leading towards some kind of miracle. And I know I keep repeating myself, but it's kind of like the universe wants me to drive that message home for you. The door of mystery and the door of intuition. So you let your intuition lead you when you were in uncharted, unfamiliar territory. Because you hold some kind of secrets, some kind of key. Also, what I'm getting with this is that, like, people don't know how to approach you right now at this time. Because they feel, they know, they sense the shift about you. Where it's kind of like they're a little intimidated by you. Not like necessarily in a bad way, but also like not in a good way. I don't even think they know exactly how they feel. It almost feels like what you're doing is triggering feelings within them that's causing them to look at themselves. I don't know, I just feel like you're triggering people's insecurities around you, and that's really what's intimidating them, because I feel like before in the past they knew what to expect from you, but going forward, it's like this new book that they're trying to figure out the language to. This card does say Enigma. Your intuition is leading you in the right direction. So, like, even though this may be unfamiliar territory, it's like you're still able to tap into the previous lessons that you've learned in order to use that as like a roadmap or a blueprint on how to navigate these uncharted waters. So it's like you know where you're going to end up. You may not know the exact road, but you know deep down within you that you're prepared. So you have this energy around you of like, you can handle anything at this time. And the truth is that you can. You have the self-awareness that you need. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. That's for later. Universe. Tell us more for the collective, please. People almost feel like they have to walk around eggshells around you. But I feel like they're doing it for their own safety because they don't want to be triggered. Universe. We have 313. Creativity is divine. Let your soul speak. I feel like you definitely are, and it's triggering people. 1221. You guys could be seeing these numbers. You're a mirror to others. Reflect with love. You're a mirror to others, just like I said. You're letting your soul speak. You're holding that mirror up, but I also feel like you have been reflecting with love. That's why the people are so intimidated, because they don't know how you're going to respond this time. This has something to do with some kind of the way that you handle the situation. I don't know if somebody was expecting you to crash out. We have 7676, cleanse your field, protect your energy. You could have a lot of eyes on you at this time, again, because they're feeling triggered. I mean, you're doing your job, you're holding the mirror up. At the end of the day, how they feel is on them. You know what? Everything has its own flow and has its own flow, its own direction. And sometimes, you know, when you get a Kundalini awakening, you have to hold up a mirror to others. You're playing your role. You know, you got to keep that flow going, just like you got to keep love going. But I don't think you're doing this from a negative intent. You're doing this with love. We have 944. Your foundation is being reborn in light. Some of y'all are being reborn at this time. 1711. Be honest. Truth deepens love. Something here about your raw honesty, letting your soul speak. People are watching this rebirth happen right before their eyes, and I don't think they understand it. And it's triggering something within them. They know that something here is coming to an end. We have 999, endings, completions, making room for the new. They know that some kind of miracle is getting ready to unfold. It's like you guys quantum leaped or shifted timelines. Again, because of this new perspective, this new awareness within you. It's like, I feel like you were presented, whatever that situation was, for those of you that are still trying to think, what is it that I did recently? I feel like whatever the situation was, the way that you handled it had to do with the way that you viewed the situation. You didn't allow your emotions to get the best of you. I feel like you saw something from a greater perspective. You handled this kindly, firmly, but you handled it with love and with grace. People are definitely in their feelings about this because they know that your time has come. And it's your time to shine. We also have 1133. Use your voice. Inspire others with your truth. You used your voice. You inspired others with your truth. And that sometimes that inspiration could be a little triggering. But that trigger activates their healing, which is about a part of keeping that flow. Some of you guys could have an Aquarius North Node, or you could be part of the awakening that's happening here on this planet. In whatever capacity you do it in. I have no idea where this reading is going, y'all. But you did something good. Universe. I'm going to use a tarot dice. Things might get a little loud for a hot minute. So I do recommend lowering the volume if you're sensitive to sound. Universe. Please tell us more for the collective. What is going on in the energy, and what is it that they need to know at this time? We have the Eight of Wands reversed. And we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. Something here is becoming stagnant. Somebody here could have wasted too much time. Somebody here refused to cooperate, to work together, to be a team. Because we also have the Two of Cups here sideways. Wow, and the Magician. Somebody here, this Magician has face planted. Like, it's facing down. It's like somebody tripped over themselves. They weren't watching where they were going. They weren't paying attention. They let something stagnate. Somebody here could have let a relationship slip right by, slip away. There's a lack of teamwork. There's a lack of cooperation. We also have the Ten of Wands reversed. I don't know if somebody here thought something here would be too much work, or it was too burdensome, or somebody here just didn't want the responsibility. Even though I feel like this is something they asked for. They manifested this. So, did somebody here manifest something and then completely ignore it because why? The Knight of Swords reversed, and Strength reversed, because somebody let their fear get the best of them. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is like a relationship here. I don't know if you were recently dealing with somebody here, collective, is what it's feeling like. This is someone who, I don't know, maybe you felt this pull, you felt this connection. Maybe you have been intimate with each other, or... Listen, I don't judge, but I don't think like there was ever like some kind of commitment or some kind of conversation even, or I don't know. I feel like somebody that maybe you were dealing with just let you slip by, even though I feel like you were exactly what they were manifesting. 1717 on the timer. Or this could, it doesn't even have to be a lover. This could be like a friend here. Maybe somebody here who didn't believe in you or in the connection, or where this could take y'all, or a business partner or something like that. It feels more upon the love. It could be a family thing too for some of y'all. I don't know your situations. I'm just reading energy. Either way, it's all love. Or it's supposed to be. Somebody here let their fear get the best of them. They let their ego, they let their pride get in the way. Maybe this is somebody here who, I don't know, maybe they felt like they could do better, or they didn't see your worth. They didn't see what you could bring to the table. They didn't see any value in you. This could have to do with some kind of poor communication. Maybe somebody here listened to a lie, they listened to a rumor, or they just didn't look into something. They didn't do their research. We also have the Three of Swords depicted here right on the shield. The Three of Swords are in the reverse, so it's like they hurt themselves by hurting you. Somebody's starting to see that now. We have the Hermit reversed, or maybe they're not. Or maybe... The Ace of Wands. Yeah. I mean, we do have the Four of Swords reversed. I don't know if somebody is thinking about how can they try to revive something. Like, they don't want to say goodbye, but yet they don't know what they could say or do. I mean, we also have the Page of Pentacles here sideways. You know, looking at if it's going clockwise, it's like somebody here doesn't know if what they have to offer is enough, or if you'll accept what it is that you have to offer. You know, with this Hermit reverse, somebody here could be coming out of isolation. This could be somebody here who isolated themselves to try and understand what is going on, or there is a strong need for this person to go within, Because I still feel like somebody is working out of a place of ego, out of a place of fear. I don't know, maybe somebody here does not want something to be over with you. Maybe you've expressed that recently. Maybe it wasn't the way that you expressed it recently. Maybe that was part of your test. Maybe you held somebody to a higher standard. Universe, tell us more, please. Confusion. Somebody here is confused that you released them? Or maybe you released somebody here because of all the confusion, because of somebody here not being able to make up their mind? We have joy. You released what was confusing in your life. Maybe it was the mixed signals, because these Eight of Wands are all crossed. Something here got crossed. Somebody here did not... I don't know, maybe something here about... It almost feels like... I did start this off with saying that people are trying to, like, decode whatever language this new book, right, that you're in, this new journey, right? The book being your journey. They're trying to decode this new language about you. But instead of somebody asking questions, is what it feels like, with the Knight of Swords reversed, somebody here just assumed. I don't know, there was some kind of confusion that was created here. Maybe signals got crossed, or maybe something here about you guys having different languages in the way that you express. Maybe it could be different love languages. Maybe one person is more, you know, that showy, touchy type of love, and you're very communicative. I don't know. Either way, you decided to release whatever was confusing you in your life in order to pursue joy, in order to pursue happiness. You chose yourself. I also feel like whoever you were dealing with was not being honest with themselves, and they themselves created the confusion there for denying what was sparked between y'all. Whatever connection that was, family, friend, lover, business. This also feels like it was something that was divine, it was recognized. Like, deep down at a soul level, you knew this person was in your life for a reason. Universe, tell us more. We're going down, down. I just heard sugar, we're going down. And it's interesting because that's a soulmate card. That's pretty much exactly what I just said. Family, friend, lover, business. Someone here who was meant to be in your life for a reason. Going back to maybe you're the person that they manifested. Because it almost feels like somebody here has fallen flat on their face. Strong Virgo, Gemini energy here. You could be a Virgo, Gemini. You could be dealing with the Virgo, Gemini. I do have Leo here as well. This is definitely a soulmate of sorts. Either way, you're keeping the faith here, and you're being of service, and that's somehow bringing you joy. And trickery right behind that. Rejection. Perfection. Okay. So, whoever manifested you, maybe they didn't believe something for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe they heard gossip, maybe they heard slander, maybe it was just the way that they absorbed you. Maybe they listened to someone in their life and told them not to. I don't know. We haven't gotten that far yet. But it almost feels like somebody here was trying to, by they themselves being, by tricking, it's like somebody fell flat on their face, is what I really want to keep saying. Because it's like they tricked themselves by believing something that wasn't even true, by allowing their own fear to get in the way of their decision making. Maybe something here about it didn't look perfect to them. It almost feels like somebody here literally tricked themselves out of their own spot. Maybe with you? Or maybe you saw through their trickery here, because it almost feels like somebody here did not... They didn't see you how you saw them. I don't know if you were dealing with someone here who was really, really emotionally closed off, or maybe even someone here who never really felt what love is. Family, friend, lover, business. Who never felt what true unconditional love was. I don't know if they just thought you as naive. I don't know. Either way, you rejected this person, maybe because of the confusion they were creating here, because it kind of is giving a whiff that you were sensing, like it felt like they were just trying to trick you. Trying to keep something perfect, but you found a balance. Universe, please tell us more. We have an official person and toil in labor. Something here to do with your work, your hard work. Somebody here is not expecting something anymore. With this expectation in the reverse, they're not expecting a gift. They know that there's some kind of change coming to some kind of living situation here in the near future. Somebody's losing their status, this main female in the reverse. Maybe somebody here is upset that they're no longer going to be this main person. This could be somebody here who was also, maybe what you didn't know was that this person was also dealing with somebody else. And maybe whoever that person was wanted to be the main person in their life. It could have been a third party of sorts, family, friend, lover, business. Those are all third parties. Maybe somebody here had a baby mama, or I don't know, or dealing with somebody here who still wanted to be the main person in their life. It could be their mother. But somebody here knows that they lost out on some kind of gift here, and there's going to be a shift in some kind of living situation. Maybe this person is finally getting off their ass and, like, I don't know, maybe this person still cohabitates with someone? We have lovers, courtship, and imprisonment. So somebody here feels trapped in a relationship. Or this is somebody here who's afraid of feeling like they're going to be trapped in a relationship. So they don't want to put work and effort into something here. This could be somebody here who has a difficult time with change. Or is afraid of change. Could be you, could be them, take it however it resonates. But there is something here happening in the near future. I also feel like somebody's not expecting something as well. Universe, give me one more, please. Okay. Maybe not. Universe, tell us more. The Two of Wands and the Five of Swords. It kind of feels like somebody here was waiting, and somebody here felt like they needed to win. I don't know, maybe this person felt like they needed to hurt you or to... It's kind of like they wanted to win at all costs. It's like they didn't want to... See, the problem is their fear of surrendering to the spark, to the feeling, created this anxiety, and it created this cascade of negative thoughts. And it put somebody down this road of, well, I'm going to get you before you get me. But at the end of the day, they only got themselves. They tripped. They face planted. Plain and simple. They tripped up over themselves. Somebody here could be in heavy, deep regret. Three of Cups and the Nine of Wands. Somebody here could be in deep regret, trying to maintain some kind of image here. Somebody here is still blinded to some kind of truth. And this has to do with their future. But somebody here is non-committal still. Strong Taurus energy. Somebody feels like they need to suffer with something now. That's their only choice. Okay. Universe, tell us more. It's like they're trying to figure out how to get bad at... I don't know. It's like they want to get out of a situation that they're in now because now they're realizing that they made a terrible mistake. But they just don't know how to do it. Now we have the Five of Swords reversed. Something here about fives could be very significant. The Eight of Swords reversed. Somebody here is coming out of some kind of mental confinement. King of Cups reversed and the Six of Wands. There is going to be some kind of victory. Meanwhile, one person's not going to be able to move forward. This could be somebody here who did not honor their contract with you. Or this could be somebody here, a soulmate that went rogue. Somebody here who... Strong masculine energy with this King of Cups in the reverse. Somebody here who lacks compassion. Somebody here who doesn't understand unconditional love. Somebody here who could be a little bit selfish. This is somebody here who doesn't give freely. But there is going to be some kind of victory. Because I feel like with this Five of Swords in the reverse, it's giving that somebody here that walked away thinking that they won is now realizing that they have been defeated. That your departure was not your loss, it was your gain. And somebody is realizing that they never won in the first place and that they're not moving forward in life. Or that they're not going to be able to get anything better. I don't know what I'm tapping into, y'all. Universe, please tell us more. Okay. A brand new beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Sorry, Seven of Pentacles upright. The Knight of Wands reversed. The Moon reversed. The Two of Cups reversed. The Seven of Wands. The Page of Pentacles reversed. Sorry, the Page of Wands reversed. The Ace of Pentacles upright. The Six of Swords and the Chariot reversed. This definitely has to do with the truth being illuminated in regards to a situation. Somebody here has definitely been defending themselves. Somebody here has been also acting very reckless and impulsive. Some of you guys have also reevaluated and have made adjustments recently. This could have to do with those miracles that are coming in because of that shift that happened internally within you. Somebody here is headed towards peace, or there's going to be a peace offering made out to you, or you're receiving a blessing here that allows you or gives you comfort and peace. But with this Page of Wands reversed, this is news about somebody's inaction. Somebody's inaction brings you some kind of blessing. This has to do with somebody not following through with their promise to you, whether that's a soulmate agreement that they made with you in the ethers, or whether this is somebody here just not honoring their connection with you. However that may be, family, friend, lover, business. Either way, something here is being unmasked, it's being revealed. It could be by an official person here who has reevaluated something. Maybe there was some kind of confusion that this official person was trying to figure out. This reading took a turn. Queen of Cups reversed. So there could be a whole couple here as well. This could be the people who were triggered by you. Maybe they were supposed to be your soulmates. They were supposed to be a part of your soul tribe in some kind of way. This Chariot reversed. Strong Cancer energy. Definitely strong Cancer energy. And Sagittarius as well. But either way, this is not moving forward. Somebody here going... This could be somebody here that's just moving recklessly, not having no plan. This is somebody here who had no plan. They did something out of fear to go against you, to not work with you, or to not work with you, to not collaborate, to not treat you the same as. There's going to be some kind of peace here. Universe, give me one more. And the Hermit. The King of Cups reversed, the Six of Wands. Either way, there is going to be victory here, and I don't feel like somebody here is going to be happy about it. This could be somebody here who was supposed to be in a fated connection. Okay, for those of you that where this is love, like maybe this is somebody here who picked somebody else over you and this person was supposed to be your divine partner. And maybe now they're waking up to the fact that, oh, it was you all along. But now the message that obviously we have all gotten is that the people who did not honor their contracts, you have now been absolved from that. So now they're feeling the full weight of that, waking up realizing that they married a karmic. Or maybe they did already realize this some time ago, but now they're realizing that they will always have karmic. Like, that's going to be their karma for the rest of their life, for not honoring their contract with you. Meanwhile, you're going to be getting a new contract or a new soulmate, because the universe said enough is enough. For those of you where this is like a family member or a friend or even a colleague or a business partner, like somebody here is realizing that they crossed your wires way too many times. They've crossed your boundaries, they've pushed your buttons, that you're never coming back how you were. A little bit of an odd reading today, y'all. I apologize, but the energy just feels like it's reeking of like repercussions. People now understanding that there are repercussions to their actions, and there is a ripple effect on their lives. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick and I'll be right back. Alrighty, y'all, I am back. The energy feels like everything is clicking now. So that triggering that has activated their healing is causing like this panic within them of like, because now they're starting to realize. For some of you, maybe somebody here could be reaching out and wanting to reconnect with you, and however you want to approach that is up to you. But just know that miracles are unfolding for you. And something here about whatever you manifested through your pain or from your pain is leading you to your own personal nirvana. 4242 on the timer as I said that. But let's get into it. Actually, before we spill the tea, let's get some character clues. Universe, please give us some character clues. Oh, we have an oval face. Somebody here could have an oval face. I almost said Ovaltine. Maybe somebody here likes to drink Ovaltine. Universe. Somebody here could dress really nice, suit and tie, or wear brand names, or this is somebody here that doesn't like, I don't know, maybe they only wear things a couple of times and then it sits and hides in their closet or something. Somebody here could be plus size. Somebody here could be curvy and have more to love. Or maybe this is also somebody that just feels like they're carrying a lot of responsibilities and maybe they don't know how to juggle you, or maybe that was part of the problem. We have a witch. There could be a witch that's involved here somehow. A white witch, a gray witch, a black witch. You could be a witch. Take it however it resonates. Maybe somebody here is dealing with a bitch. Maybe they are. Universe. Okay, that was way too many. I will take that one, though, because I saw it. Somebody's father could be involved here somehow, or somebody here could have daddy issues, or if this is a masculine, maybe this is somebody here who's trying to live up to their dad's expectations. Something here about old school, toxic masculinity. We have European. Somebody here could be European. Maybe somebody here could be secretly, like, you know, like maybe they're DL, maybe they're in the closet, and like maybe that's why somebody here they were too fearful to come out. Maybe because of their father. Take that however it resonates. That's not for everybody. Somebody here could have curly hair. They could have green eyes. Somebody here has dark skin. Maybe somebody here is with a dark-skinned woman. Or it doesn't have to be. Take it however it resonates. We do have red clothing. You know what? This pile wanted to come out, so we're going to take it. Somebody here could have a long nose. Maybe that could be a part of their exaggerated features, or somebody here has exaggerated features. Maybe somebody here has big tatas. I don't know. Somebody here could have freckles. Somebody here could be Gen X. Maybe this is somebody here that there could be a little bit of an age gap or a generational difference. Somebody here could have a round face. We also have a square face. There's a lot of faces. This could be somebody here who decided to... Maybe they have more than one karmic. Or more than one third party. Maybe more than one baby mama. Or baby daddy. Or... I don't know, maybe this is somebody that likes to entertain a lot of options. Maybe this is somebody here who still feels like they're a bachelor. Somebody here who has black hair. We also have a short nose. So, I mean, somebody here doesn't discriminate about shapes, sizes, and colors, and features. We have red hair. Somebody here could travel for business. Somebody here could have animated eyes. Somebody here could be white collar. Maybe they wear their suit and tie, or they dress really nicely for work. There's a lot of faces up in here. Maybe somebody thought that they could keep you around as just another option, but now they're realizing that you're not. This could be somebody, again, who's European. We have a brunette here. Somebody here could have black and red hair. I don't know, I just pictured them in like cornrows or like dreadlocks. Somebody could have like feathers in their hair. This woman's in the middle. And we did have that main female in the reverse. We have wavy hair. Somebody could wear a lot of makeup. Somebody could be of Hispanic or Latino descent. Somebody could be very young in age or maturity level. Somebody's step, foster, or adoptive sibling here is involved. I don't know. And a sharp face. There's a lot of faces. There's a whole family affair going on here. And we have European. Somebody here could have a skin condition, rosacea, psoriasis, dry skin, eczema. Excuse me. Somebody here could suffer with acne. There's a lot of faces here. Universe. Why is there a lot of faces here? Why is there a lot of faces? The Seven of... Because somebody here lacks boundaries. Seven of Wands reversing the Five of Swords. Oh, and they wanted to win. That's why they were dealing with a whole bunch of different faces. They lack boundaries here, and they like instant gratification. They like the attention. It stroked their ego. Somebody likes their ego stroked. Whoever that King of Cups is. Somebody here who likes their ego stroked. And again, this is somebody here whose love is not... No, their love is conditional. I was going to say it's not unconditional. It is conditional. They don't know any better. Or at least they didn't. Maybe they're finding out now that they've been living a loveless life. And that something maybe isn't as fun as what it used to be. There could be a difference in cultures. I don't know, something here to do with a Gen X father? And maybe somebody here listened to a step, foster, or adoptive sibling here that maybe had a vendetta against you and spoke lies on you, and I don't know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm tapping into. Maybe your step, foster, or adoptive sibling slept with this person? That's fucked up. Somebody has wavy, curly, long hair. It could have black, wavy, curly hair. Somebody could wear a lot of red. Maybe something about a uniform for work, maybe. Somebody here is very immature. And we also have a white-collar individual here. Maybe somebody here thought that they could listen to somebody who was nicely dressed just because they have a nice suit. They seem to have it all together, but I think we've all come to learn that appearances aren't everything. Somebody here talks with their eyes, or their eyes speak. Their eyes are very animated. Somebody here could have, like, really vibrant eyelashes, like they're very prominent eyelashes. Universe. What is the tea? Kind of like feels like people are scrambling in more than one arena. I think like this is whatever the lies that were told against you, I feel like it's catching up to everybody. Like those false realities, those false illusions are like literally all dissolving at once here. And they're all colliding with each other. Rejected and creeping. So you rejected somebody here who's just creeping, or somebody here is creeping on you because you rejected them, and they're kind of pissed because they want to steal your ideas. This is somebody here with a bad reputation. Somebody here is too busy winning. Maybe they want to steal your trophies. That's why they're creeping on you. Because they want to steal your idea here because they think that you win too much. You're making them look bad. But you rejected this person? Somebody's trying to gain information on you. And something here about doing something in the dark? This could be somebody here who does things at night, or something here about the dark web? I'm only saying that because of this owl. Owls are up at night. So I don't know if somebody here is doing things in the dark. You're unbothered, though. Rejected and unbothered. You're like, whatever. This is somebody here who's fake flexing. You're like, let them stare. Let them see what real is. You're like, I don't care. Somebody here who acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off with all those suits. Somebody here with a love triangle, third parties. This is somebody here who's played out. Always looking for the next best thing. This is somebody here who only looks at life in surface level. That's why they're always looking for the next best thing. A spiritual hater in a love triangle. So this person is... I can't. I'm sorry. You gotta laugh sometimes. They're hating on your spirituality. They hate your light. They hate your magic. They hate your power. They hate the fact that you see right through them. Why can't you just submit? Why can't you just be like everybody else? Why can't you just fall for their traps and their schemes and their charm? Because you know your worth and you know your value. But this time, you're not screaming it from the rooftops. You're not trying to tell this person how you want to be treated. You don't want this person at all. That's the rejection. The silence speaks greater than any words can. And they're pissed that they can't rope you in. Again, family, friend, lover, business. You're not buying into their bullshit, into their shenanigans. Somebody here could be a waiter. Something here about the movie Waiting. Somebody here is just wasting time. And they're wasting time because your light irritates their demons. So they want to come in and steal an idea from you. Or steal something from you because they want to get a win so bad, but it's at a cost to you. This person who's just a groupie. They're a groupie to everyone because they're only looking at things surface level. Somebody here who has bad habits and they're looking you up. This could even be somebody here who even tried to blame their bad habits on you as if you were the one that stuck the needle in their arm. I don't know. Somebody here could, I don't know. I don't even know where that came from. That's for someone. Universe. Karmic friends. Can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition. Keep your friends close, enemies closer. This is somebody who could even been or wanting to or have threatened you, intimidated you in the past. Maybe there are screenshots of this about them wanting to create some kind of argument or wanted to be at war with you. Somebody who could have even been wanting to use like a physical altercation to try and threaten you to stop being you. That makes no sense. Somebody here is going to legal. Somebody is going to be having legal issues for what has happened around you. A whole lie is coming down here. Somebody is realizing they went up against the wrong one. Somebody here could even be losing their car. Their car could be being repossessed, or they're not going to be able to move forward. Somebody's realizing they didn't get away with something. There's a lot of messages in this reading today. We went from love to... We went through somebody here who let love slip right by them. And we also have another individual here who didn't honor their soul contract with you, however that was supposed to be, family, friend, lover, business. And they ended up catching a whole case because of it. Trying to get some kind of dirt on you, all because they hate your spirituality. So there's that difference. Somebody who didn't tolerate your... Why can't you be like everyone else? Because you're not like everyone else. You're you. You're an individual. The record is going to be set straight here. Universe, tell us more. Somebody wanted to put you in your place. That's what it is, because you rejected them. They took that as a betrayal, as you betraying them. Because you wouldn't give them what it is that they were asking. You cut off their supply in some kind of way, whatever you cut them off from. They thought of you as running. So now they're running away and doing drugs, and trying to blame you for it. There's a recording here, or some kind of announcement, some kind of truth being revealed about a contract here that is being broken. There's a divorce that is happening here. Maybe they're feeling the weight of that cord being cut. Because now they're feeling the full dryness of their supply running out, which was you. Something here about a switch in you, going back to the beginning, whatever you did differently, this shifted everything around you, which is bringing something to light at this time. And it's being triggered by the fact that this person was triggered and activated into healing. So they know what's going to happen next. They know what's coming next. The legal issues. Universe, tell us more. We have fake friends coming out again. There's definitely been some fake people in your life. Something here about a pregnancy test? Maybe somebody here got somebody pregnant? Somebody that they shouldn't have gotten pregnant? Maybe they got a copycat pregnant? They got your copycat pregnant? Oh my goodness. That's a bad hit. Wow. Copycat, sex shop, and insecure. Wow, all because they loved how their ego was stroked. Wow. Wow. This could even be, for those of you where this is like love, or whoever at this point, to be quite honest, it's given somebody here felt betrayed by you, so they wanted to put you in your place. They wanted you to chase after them, or they wanted you to stroke their ego. This person was only thinking about themselves. Maybe they got themselves wrapped up in a whole situation here of a whole sex shop. I don't know. Listen, I don't judge how people like to spend their spare time, but check your why. I don't know, maybe they got somebody here pregnant that they shouldn't have gotten pregnant? There's a whole group of people here. Maybe this other person, because we have this sex shop and love triangle, I don't know if this other person was like, you know, you're a copycat, but wanting to keep them. So what they ended up doing was, I don't know, inviting other people in, which, again, everybody do your own thing. But I also feel like whoever this person was, this person introduced all these other people to this person to try and be like, see what you can have, like trying to like sell a pipe dream. This could have all been triggered because maybe somebody here in your family, this could be somebody, maybe like your step, foster, adoptive, or whatever, your sibling. Maybe they're a Gen Xer, and maybe, I don't know, maybe there was an age difference between you and the person you were dating, and maybe your sibling is friends with this person's father, and maybe whoever your sibling is had some kind of vendetta already against you, because this is like really layered. I just saw something floating. That's interesting. And I just had my eye appointment. There were no floaters in my eyes. And maybe your sibling had already, or your family member had already had something against you because they didn't like the fact that you always won. So they felt like they were trying to take something away from you by projecting some kind of slander or by misrepresenting you to this person's father, who then told this person, yo, to stay away from you. So that's where the fear came in, where somebody gave into some kind of unnecessary fear, all because based on some kind of lie that was told by a third party. So then this person felt like they needed to check your loyalty for them, but then when you didn't fight, they took that as a betrayal and as a so there was something else going on here that you did not know about. And maybe somebody, and whoever that person is now, maybe they're realizing they were misled by their own father, who was misled by his own karmic friend. And maybe this person got themselves into karmic friendships, the sexual kind, and created a kerfuckle. Or created a problem. All because of their insecurities. Because of their fear. They're waking up to this now. The full weight of it is on them now. There's this recording here. Maybe there's a recording here of somebody here doing drugs, and now they're running away because maybe they were trying to claim that you were the addict, but now there's evidence surfacing of them. I don't know, this could be a drug-fueled sex shop. I don't know what people get into on these streets. Do we want to go there? Let's go there. Universe, tell us more. Is there anything else the collective needs to know about? I don't know, there could be a whole, like, criminal enterprise here because, I don't know, whenever you start mixing drugs and sex, I mean, that world doesn't necessarily come with very, very good people. Or very, very good-natured people. Somebody could have gotten themselves mixed up with the wrong crowd. And that's why they're going through legal issues now. And it all stemmed from one poor choice. Why did nobody, again with that Knight of Swords, why did nobody think to double check the information? Why do we take things at face value? Maybe somebody just learned that lesson. That not everybody is worthy of trust right off the bat. Or this could be someone that really they trusted and betrayed them. It's like a multi-layered betrayal. Universe, tell us more. What's going on here? Wow, a whole F-girl's involved? This F-girl could have tried to been playing the role of this person's handler? Again, maybe from the bad crowd? Someone pulling the strings? Someone's pride got in their way, they care more about how it looks, very image-based. And maybe this F-girl was able to handle that. Being their handler, that pride came out. I don't know, maybe she felt elevated by having this person in their presence. Or maybe being able to, I don't know. I don't know how those kind of crowds work. I don't know if, like, if you convert somebody on their side or whatever. I don't know if you get, like, a referral fee. Like, what is it? A recruiting fee? Or, like, pay, I don't know. Like, you know when you, like, have a job and you go to, like, you know, you recruit somebody, or like they hire your friend or someone, or like you give them a lead, right? You know what I mean? Like they'll give you like a bonus or something. Maybe that's how this crowd works. Maybe this F-girl got a bonus. I don't know. I don't know how those crowds work. I have no idea. Do you get a referral fee? Asking for a friend. I want to know. Unremorseful. Somebody here has no regret. They're not sorry, even if it caused harm or was wrong. They don't care. They only care about how it looks. Something here is going through a retrial. Maybe that's the legal issue. Something here is getting retried because new evidence has been found, so some kind of judgment is being revisited. We have a trigger. An old wound is screaming to be seen. Something here about a womb. Maybe somebody here was trying to create something? Universe. Okay. Wow, maybe this F-girl wanted some... We have a sugar daddy and a sugar mommy? Those came out together? What kind of crowd is this? There's a whole, like, swinger crowd? I don't know, there's a sugar daddy, there's a sugar mommy here, there's an F-girl. Maybe this F-girl has a sugar daddy and a sugar mommy? Hey, no judgment. Do you, girl? This could be a very effeminate man, or there could... Ooh. I don't know, maybe somebody here sells themselves to sugar mommies and sugar daddies? Like, this could be a whole couple who keep their relationship open. You know, she keeps him happy. I said she for a reason. Maybe this is a woman and a man. She keeps him happy by bringing other people around into the relationship to keep you like, look at the new treats that I got you, which is so gross. Like, take a shower, please. I said it. I don't care. And, like, maybe the way that they're able to maintain their lifestyles is by themselves, by using people, like sugar mommies and sugar daddies, like, prying on older, vulnerable people. Because they're trying to maintain some kind of image, and they're very unremorseful of it. And I feel like she's the handler. She, like, got somebody to switch to the dark side. Maybe she's older? I don't know what I'm tapping into. Somebody here is definitely skipping steps, cutting corners, trying to force somebody into isolation, cutting someone off from their support networks to make them more vulnerable. Maybe that's what this F-girl did. Sweet baby Jesus. Somebody here is definitely complicit, involved with others in an illegal activity or wrongdoing, knowing about a crime or activity that is wrong. Somebody is very stubborn, inflexible, unyielding, filled with illusions and delusions, with their lusty, thirsty, fake ass with this facade, unremorseful, complicit bullshit. It's like a whole ring here. Wow, we have a whole F-boy involved. There's a whole cult here. There's a whole cult of F-boys and F-girls that use sugar daddies and sugar mommies. I don't know. I don't know what I'm tapping into. Somebody here could have gotten an STD. Maybe they were trying to blame this STD on you, right? Ooh! I just got to download. Maybe... I don't mean to laugh. Why, this is not funny. But, like... Wow. So, like... This... Okay. I don't know if y'all still follow me, but, like, this F-girl could have swayed this boy to be an F-boy, to use sugar daddy, sugar mommies, whatever, in this whole cult, gang, coven. It doesn't feel like any of that. It honestly just feels like, a whole bunch of crackheads in a room, but I'm trying to go with the grace of God here. And, like, what could have happened is that maybe this person slept with somebody unbeknownst to you and this group. They caught themselves an STD, which then when they came back to have their sex, whatever, right, their intermingling, so to speak, you know, someone passed it around. And so it was easier to blame it that it came on from you. See, and this is the layers, the multi-layered effect here. could have blamed you, saying that you were the one who gave it to them and that they didn't know. Maybe they didn't know. Whatever. I have a feeling like they did know, but they just didn't want to admit it out loud, and they didn't disclose their status, because that's oftentimes what people do when they're trying to get a quick fix. You tend to omit details. They tend to. Whew. So then, I don't know, maybe that started a whole campaign where this whole cult and gang were trying to gang up on you because they got the STD from you, with my air quotes, because it wasn't really you, it was just somebody else that this F-boy slept with. Right? And now maybe the whole cult and gang is upset that their whole enterprise is going down because maybe they can't get a sugar mommy and sugar daddy anymore. I don't know. Or maybe they infected their clientels. I don't know. So then, they could have even gone as far. That's why some kind of judgment here is being revisited. Maybe they even claimed some kind of case against you. 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 16 seconds on the timer. So 11,616 could be significant for y'all. But maybe that's what's being revisited, is that judgment, some kind of complaint that was made against you, and there's been some evidence that came out that you never had the STD and you don't. So now the people, so now not only it's like multiple crimes here. So not only did they commit crimes by going up against you, right? Because maybe they were attacking you, creating, cults and gangs, right? They're angry. They want to get their lick back. So they attack you on multiple different fronts, right? Try to tarnish your image, whatever, right? Them and their friends and whatever people in gangs do. I don't know. But it's feeling like just really wanting to just like destroy your life. So now they're getting charges for crimes against that, because they probably broke a couple of laws in order to do so, with that creeping and that stalking, which is a crime. And now this person is also going to be receiving more charges for not disclosing their status. This could be like murder charges. When you pass an STD on that you do not disclose, and then you try to lie and cover it up with a false report. Fucking coward. I feel like this was just a whole episode of Criminal Minds. You could be dealing with a sociopath. Or this person could be I don't know. They're not all there in the cabeza. You could be finding out this news of what's going on behind the scenes. You probably have no idea what transpired. We're going to close this out with an affirmation and an oracle. Keep rising. You're in the process of a rebirth right now. Those false timelines are collapsing, and you're rising from the center of it. Renewed, re-energized, reinvigorated. Universe, please give us an affirmation. Thank you. We have generosity. I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little I have. I know there is more than enough to go around, and the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. You know, and generosity doesn't always have to do with physical things. It's about being generous with your love as well, going back to what we said earlier about that flow. You know, being generous with authentic, true, unconditional love, even if that love is in the form of a boundary, even though it may cause a trigger of their emotions, it ultimately activates their healing, which in turn allows them to rise. Hopefully they do, some don't. Universe, please give us a final message for the collective. I'm going to take the first one that flipped over, which was number 4, reflection. Actually, I'll take them both. I will take them both. We have number 4 and number 14. Something here about 414. You could be seeing that number a lot. Honor the wisdom within yourself. Ganesha is here to help you find the truth of who you are, the light of your own soul, and be willing to let it shine. You have reached the point in your life's journey where self-judgment and criticism no longer serve you. It is imperative that you understand and appreciate the distinctive persona that you bring into all situations. Each of us has our own unique path. Through self-awareness and observation, you can see that everyone is working toward the same objective on their individual path, which ultimately leads to the same higher purpose. You have made great progress on your spiritual path. It's now time to release the need to take responsibility for events in lives that are beyond your control. Recognize the beauty of each of our paths and bless the journey of others. Appreciate silence and allow your inner light to shine out towards others as a means of communication. Through reflection and visualization, get in touch with the wise person within you. And then we have drive. Confidence as well as unity of purpose and control are desirable. Ganesha urges you to think about getting back to the basics. It is time to lighten your load or simplify your life. You may have had a tendency to overextend yourself or overcommit to social activities. Cut back on your schedule so you can zero in on something that you are called to do. This card indicates new motivation or inspiration. Excuse me. If you have been feeling stuck in a situation or in finding a solution, rest assured the energy is going to start moving again. You do not have to choose to go alone on your path. Make sure that if you do bring others with you, that they have the same goals and objectives in mind. Pay attention not to linger in relationships or friendships that are going nowhere, or settle just because you feel obligated. This is not the time to be complacent. If you want to create changes in your work, explore what your options might be. There might be an increase in finances, but it is not a time to be spending money. Bid your time and prepare for what is coming. This might also indicate that a trip or extended travel is on the horizon. If you are going on vacation, please take me with you. I'm tiny. I fit in a suitcase. I can keep quiet. But that is where I'm going to leave this reading today. I am sending each and every single one of you lots of love and lots of light, and I will see you tomorrow. Ciao.